before the storm.
Roll for Brazilian, apparently.
Yeah, well, I mean, you don't have to roll if you have $12. You can just pay.
No, it's like a roll of.
My name is John, and I'm the DM. I learned a whole bunch about a lot of stuff I never wanted to know about just prior to going live. So, Mel, would you like to introduce your character?
The more you know. Yes, my name is Esme Head, and I am here live, and I am a guest.
That's true. That is accurate. You are not a wolf. Brian.
I'm Ryan. I play half-orc Umid. Clear eyes, full heart, huge ass, can't lose.
All right. Good luck
We
with
can't
the
lose.
power bottom. Okay, Arthur.
Hello, I'm Arthur, and I'm your naughty little wolf boy.
Fuck off, Arthur! No!
Gross. Zach.
I am Zach. I'm playing Sylvan Roundtree, the most beta of the betas.
At least you're not an Omega. Adam.
Can't
Think I'll
deal.
play me like that.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's fair.
I play Visceral, the Furbolg Druid, who is sometimes a wolf, but never a werewolf.
That's true. That's true, kid. And Mr. Connor, bring us home.
I don't even fucking know anymore, man. This is... I'm so done.
Yo, don't worry, you will be.
I'm trying to figure out why. Oh, don't whoop. Trying to figure out why the names aren't showing up in chat. That's weird as hell.
Basically means you can get away with saying anything, and there's no accountability.
I mean, I see the names in chat, so.
No, but on stream it's not showing up
stream,
on
it's-
stream.
Oh.
Oh,
That's not my problem. Anyway,
No, that's definitely a me problem.
Wow.
yeah. So last session, that most of you have been privy to.
There we go.
You guys found yourself fighting a beholder in the foundry. A beholder named Gilnid, who went on kind of like a manic little freak out and started attacking you as Gwyneth was restrained by a mimic. You took a few lumps. There was some molten metal that really fucked you guys up. Some of you to your unconsciousness, but don't worry, you got picked back up pretty quick. And you made quick work of both the beholder and the mimic before seeing a giant red dragon that seemingly had more molten metal spewing out of it, but you quickly realized that it was just an illusion, and the voice of Edwin Van Cleef came from it, beckoning you to further yourselves through the cave and make your way to him. You made your way through the rest of the cave, finding a little hidden door that was locked and deftly opened by your roguish little kitty cat, and made your way into a giant cove that was boarded off from the sea, that had the giant warship Juggernaut sitting in front of you. You were beckoned to board the ship, which you did. Edwin Van Cleef revealed himself from the captain's quarters, walked up towards you, started introducing himself, and some of you made passes at him, some of you zug-zugged, some of you just straight up asked if they fucked a goblin on a boat, which I'm still processing that 2 weeks later.
I don't think I ever got to know.
No, you never got to know. That is true. You never got to know. And as four guards and Marissa Dupage came out of the captain's quarters as well, you saw him pull down the the mask that was covering his face, and a young, scarred, but still very much alive Varian Wren stood before you, where Gwyneth would be one of the only people in the party to know exactly who he is. And that's where we're going to pick it up.
Is it just me, or is it really weird that Marissa DuPage got here way before we did when we saw her at the house?
I don't think that is unfeasible for my capabilities.
How did you get? Did you come in behind us and overtake us, or did you have a different way in?
And were you always coded as German?
Yeah. Your voice changer isn't on. How's it feel?
I don't know. It's so finicky tonight. I don't know what's going on with it. It's so finicky. Man, not my night.
Oh my.
Oh, a frog in my throat.
I like that the frog in your throat makes you sound normal.
It just makes my voice a bit deeper, that's all.
So if you're the king, why haven't you just gone home? Like, we've been to your home, like, a lot. We keep going back there, and you can just go there,
Yeah, it's a bit of a mess. You're kind of a bad king.
right? Like, you just go home.
Yeah.
I don't think that leaving on vacation is the right way to handle a crisis. But that's just what I'm learning these days. Perhaps you should come back and own up to whatever it is that's ruining Stormwind.
Also, why are you using a fake name? Like, if they're out to get you, I mean, I guess I get it, but they seem to be out to get you under your fake name, so...
He looks at all of you, just kind of like, who are you to question me? You know, just kind of like, well, it was actually one of your brethren, Umid. Where are my manners? Behind me are my guard, my royal guard. Smite, Cookie, Greenskin, and
The
my
last
other
one
one.
seems a little racist, I'm not gonna lie.
They have been with me since the war, as has Marissa. Or should I say, Grand Admiral. And Marissa just kind of like postures up. Varian, looks over his shoulder and then back to all of you. Umid, do you remember Rexar?
Of course, Rexar the Great. He's a hunter of legend. There are no better.
He is the champion of your horde, is he not?
Absolutely.
Yes. Well, I met Rexar on the battlefield in Kalimdor.
You're lucky to be alive.
As is he. We decided, from one king to a champion, that we would step away from the battle. Have a one-on-one challenge. As we walked through the barrens, we spoke of different things, respectfully from one warrior to another. And as we walked, he and his band were discussing problems with dragons.
Oh. Right. Dragons. They're I haven't dealt much with dragons, but I hear they're a giant pain in the ass.
They're always coming here, stealing our jobs. As adventurers.
Wait, real quick, time. Were we informed? Did anyone share that we suspected some dragon shenanigans in the city yet? Someone
Only
noticed
with Marissa.
that. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say because someone noticed that, and I can't remember if we, the characters, know.
Yeah, I told Visceral, and I think Visceral told everybody.
I also told everybody.
And Taz.
Yeah.
Okay.
Taz had dealings with
also
them as well.
Yeah.
They're
But
totally.
I think I saw that Marcus Jonathan is a dragon as well.
They're like dragons at your home, dude. Like you if you're worried about dragons, like there are dragons in Stormwind. Pretty sure we're that right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the captain of the guard. Do you know Marcus Jonathan?
That is not Marcus Jonathan.
He
Oh,
calls
that's-
himself Marcus Johnson.
That's what he said his name was.
Yeah, I don't think you get authority over what he can call himself.
That's not really right to you to be.
He
to force him
literally
to see what
sighs out loud.
I mean,
At all
style
of
you want. It's not going to change the fact that no
Wait.
king can change that.
Wait,
You got a guy
Jumbo,
working for you named Blade, so I
reckon
don't
he's
really have a
Mark.
boat to stand on.
I thought his
I
name
think
was
he's the real
Marcus.
Marcus Jonathan.
And you guys notice just behind like Varian that the fourth person who he never named is Blade, and he's standing right there, and he just like cocks his head at you.
It just looks visibly upset, like a single tear.
Oh, there he is, Blade. You still suck.
Oh, he's right there. Oh, I'm sorry. The Blade.
What you don't know is that he named himself Blade after he sued for emancipation.
Don't give him a tragic backstory. Then we're just punching down unworthy assholes. And I've always thought of us as the good guys.
Oh boy.
We may have been wrong, Marissa.
Whoa, not so fast. I mean, we passed all of your trials and tribulations. We're
Barely.
entitled to, why are we here?
I
think we're here to kill him.
Yeah, we're here to behead him, I think. But I'm not really super down for that.
Well, it
Yeah.
seems like
But, you know, there's no proof that he's actually the king. Because one person...
Here may know that, and they haven't shared it. Gwyneth.
I don't know. Oh wait, oh shit, yeah.
Literally the only person that knows him.
Have I met? I can't remember. I haven't met him, have I? I just know his.
You haven't met him, you just know he's the king.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
at least he
yeah.
looks.
But-
he looks the part. Like he is
Yeah.
the guy.
He did not have these giant scars on his face when he was last seen.
No. So I can't claim validity on his background. It was at minimum 4 years ago that I might have maybe seen him in the crowd from afar.
Are there
I
like
was all scarred.
statues of him in like Stormwind somewhere?
Yep.
There
Oh
are.
no, that reminds me. Actually, I do have this, and I pull out a photo of me and the king on like a space mountain. He looks just like him, but he's all scarred now.
Yeah, that's a working man's face. I like it.
Hey, you
was that Rexar? Did Rexar give you that?
Rexar gave him the handsome treatment, eh, Umid?
I'm like
Oh,
elbowing his kneecap because that's as high as I come up to him.
yeah.
I can literally see John's soul leaving his body.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're being disrespectful, apparent king, who no longer has a kingdom or a castle or much of a royal guard or an army. What's going on? What's the deal here?
In our defense, just before you comment, we never claim to be competent. We just claim to be better than nothing.
And even that's kind of questionable sometimes.
We killed a beholder, so we're pretty good.
You can see Marissa like tense up at that and just glare at you. Just absolutely just.
Hey, Umid, I think you're making somebody jealous. It's working.
Az gets impatient and walks up. Hello, hi. What is happening? Why are we here today? Why did you put us through all of this stuff? We nearly died.
I didn't.
Well, I certainly did for the first time.
Well, you've been working for me for quite some time now. It was time for me to see what your metal was worth.
How
So,
could she be working for you? She's no one in particular.
I
Az,
mean,
were you a handmaiden at some point? Because that's all I've ever known you to be. Wink.
Meow.
I mean, all of you have been working for me for quite some time.
I really, I don't mean to question you because frankly, you're very shifty and in the shadows and stuff, but I came from Light Hope's Chapel and then
delivered some dwarven weaponry into the city without being found out by the guard.
yes, I did do that.
Yes.
He's good.
And this dwarven weaponry was supplied by the dwarves, and he looks down at you, Rumble, to liberate our city from its infestation.
My eyes just kind of get all wide, like,
Of dwarves?
No.
Because you got a lot.
I think he
I've
means
also-
dragons.
I've also been evacuating the city to Ironforge for the purposes of saving my kingdom's people. Those that remain are soldiers ready for the battle.
Okay, I follow all of this.
I'm sure you do.
So, why are we here?
You are here.
Yeah, explain it to Sylvan.
He looks down at you again. You are all here because you have talent.
Take that,
Rumblesec,
Dad!
Rumblesec, who is faster than you? Explain it to me. Who is faster than you?
she kind of just looks down and thinks, and she's just gonna do that. There's no response. It's just she gets real quiet all of a sudden.
Tazmahad,
Yes?
one of Versailles 7's best assassins.
Say
I
that
didn't
louder.
tell him that. I did not tell him that, Dad. That was not me, I swear to gods.
Umid of the Warsong clan. The Ardent Dawn hold you in high regard.
And he's
No,
cute.
Oh, thank you. And I them. I don't. I mean, I have nothing against humans, really. We're good.
I have nothing against orcs. In fact, one of my dearest and closest allies, Jaina Proudmore, sought to find and delivered peace between humans and orcs with the help of Thrall, your war chief. I was apprehensive of this tenuous peace that we could achieve. Yet here we are, 4 years later, seemingly at peace. But we have another problem. And that problem is Lady Presta.
I thought you were going to keep saying nice things about the rest of us, but okay, what's the problem with Lady Presta? Straight to business.
Get fucked, Gwen.
Fuck, and like,
And visceral.
yeah, I look up at Mitchell and up at Sylvan, just like,
Yeah, just forget about Sylvan again, Connor. Is that what?
I guess, yeah.
oh, fuck myself, that's fine. So what's the deal? What do you want us to do with Lady Presta? I never liked her anyway. She's a bit dodgy to me.
Well, she wants my head. No.
I mean, that's fine. You know, someone's always going to want someone's head. It doesn't mean that, you know, there's no morality in the head chopping business.
Well, it has been decided that you're going to give her my head to earn her trust. And then we shall spring the trap.
So you want us to kill you? I'm very confused.
Oh, cutie.
Oh, my simple high elf. No.
Really didn't have to qualify that.
Blade. And Blade
Oh,
comes
Blade's
up.
gonna kill you.
Blade comes up and he stands beside Varian. He pulls his mask off and he could be his twin.
Marcus Jonathan.
He could be Varian's twin. No scars.
See that guy? Fucking Blade looks exactly like the old king. Looks exactly like the statues. Spitting image. He looks way more like you than you do.
And Varian pulls out his sword and cuts his head clean off.
Oh!
Frick.
Yeah, fuck that guy!
Oh!
Should have called him Shield.
Oh!
He sheathes his blade.
That's very good.
He sheathes his blade.
Gonna
Bends
cost
down.
like 1,000 gold to get them resurrected, by the way, just so you know.
He bends down, picks up his head. He throws it in front of you. You're to bring that to Lady Presta. Eyes open, facing her at the bottom of my throne.
What's in it for us, though?
Gwen, he just cut the head off of his subordinate. Let's not ask too many questions.
I mean, if anything, that acts as a bit of a disincentive to work for you, really. If that's how you treat your subordinates, I don't know necessarily that I want to be one.
Gwen, quick sidebar.
What's up?
Shut the fuck up.
It's a good point. You can take, I'm fucking high as tits off punching a beholder to death.
I have a long and well-established disregard for authority. Trust me, no one would love this more than me in any other given circumstance. But seeing a man decapitated kind of changes the power dynamic. Wouldn't you say?
I mean, what's the worst that happens is we get decapitated, which we already know that now.
Let's
so
not do that,
there's no
please.
uncertainty.
I would prefer to stay capitated.
But the point does stand. Why don't we could just say that we're going to do it, and then we just yeet the head into a ditch and go on our merry way. What's your outcome here? What's the purpose of you're giving us half information, and I'm a little bit tired of it, to be honest.
Oh, go ahead. And let's look at this pragmatically here. We have a head. We were given a job. We return the head. We get some recognition, some money, what have you. And everyone's happy. This is literally a victimless crime, except for the obvious Mr. Blade
Victim.
here. I don't know. Maybe they had like a weird suicide pact. I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to turn heads over to people.
If I may,
I suppose.
I want you to curry Lady Presta's favor. I want her to trust you. I want you to let us in. And I will tell you how. But she needs to trust you implicitly. And I can tell you, especially with what happened at the Westfall Bridge, she does not.
You lose one horse to a worm.
I think I also
Horse named
died.
Biscuit.
I really miss Biscuit. And what's the plan then? So let's say we go in, we get all buddy, we let you in, and then what happens?
And then I take back my kingdom.
But to what end? I got a family down there.
Your family is well safe in Ironforge right now.
But I mean, surely they'd be equally safe if whoever wins the war. I don't necessarily see any point in one side or the other. What makes you the better king than Lady Presta is a lady?
When I really feel like you're missing the part where we get to play both sides consequence-free here.
Not really consequence-free, though, propping up a kingdom.
I mean, there's literally nothing
don't know this
bad
guy
that
from
can
Adam.
happen to us, ever.
He could be a stick.
Having my favor in my kingdom would not be a terrible thing. Wouldn't you agree?
I must ask, what is your position on helping cleanse Felwood? Are your concerns focused solely on the realms of humans and not the realm of all?
I would even say he's particularly focused on the realm of humans. You saw what he just did.
The fell corruption that is spreading throughout Azeroth has been well documented and well noted. It is festering like an untended wound. We need to snuff it out. The Night Elves, the High Elves, they understand this. I understand this. But one problem at a time.
I don't particularly agree with your methods here, but I accept your conclusion. I will help you in this manner.
I appreciate that, Visceral of the Fellwood.
Honestly, I think that if we don't come back with the head, which I don't want to touch, by the way, if we don't come back, Lady Prester is going to be really angry, and that might be really bad for us. So I think we maybe should do this.
I mean, yeah, it's fine. But what are your policies, King Ren? That's what I want to know.
So you did live in his kingdom and know that he is a decent king.
Was a decent king. Just beheaded the dude.
Kings behead people. That's true.
Yeah, but this guy was an ally, clearly. Like, there's definitely some.
Like a body double. There's purpose behind it.
Oh, I get it.
But yeah, that's
The point is, 4 years can change a man. Then
Yeah, I feel like we're rightfully reluctant. Like, Rumble's done some seedy shit, but she would never cut off like Taz or Sylvan's head to
I
win
would.
an argument.
I like the qualification there. Thanks for that.
yeah, what's? I remember you being life was pretty decent, but 4 years is a long time, and you sort of seem like a bit of a dick now with the black leather and the red cape and all that, and the scars and such.
I think it's
You
working.
strike a very intimidating figure, Ed. And I'm just curious if you're, what assurances do I have that your route's going to be any better than Presta's? Ideally,
You
I'd like to
ever
continue
met-
living in the city.
Have you ever met a dragon?
No, I don't think I have.
Apparently, we've met a few.
Oh no, yeah, I suppose we have actually, technically.
Do you know how they rule?
I suppose it depends on the dragon, wouldn't it?
A lot
Yeah.
of like magic collars that kind of enslave people, and they do magic for them. That's my guess. Also, fear. I think you're going for fear, is what you were going for. Sorry.
I understand your apprehension. I understand my methods may not be what your methods may have been. But you do not rule a kingdom. You do not bear the weight of that responsibility.
I mean, neither do you, technically, right now.
When did we switch places, Gwen?
Zane, you got to make a case for it. You're
Taz,
asking.
do the thing. Do the thing to Gwen.
He's asking for my vote.
I guess
Just
I'm
give me
just,
the manifesto. Just give me the manifesto. I want to read it through real quick.
I'm just curious, why not let the people know that you're alive? Like, why use a fake name?
Because Lady Presta's resources for weeding me out are abundant. She is being fed information and soldiers through some other means. And we have yet to figure that out. So until then, I laid in wait, biding my time, prepping everything for this siege. And then you all came along, looking for work, hard up for gold, looking for a little adventure, finding purpose in your life. You have the opportunity now to help restore a once great kingdom that is diminishing and is crumbling from corruption for the betterment of all. You may
Okay.
choose to join, you may choose not to.
So we bring the head. We put it in front of her. Yes?
Mhm.
And then that is their job. And then she says, I trust you. And then you want us to help you to come in. But how? And with what? If you can't do it now, right now, how will we do it later?
So Marissa steps forward.
Hello?
It is quite curious that you ask this question, because you, Taz, you would be the sneakiest of all.
Yes, you are not wrong.
and I would give you an item that would allow us entry into the castle itself.
This is what happens when you ask questions. You get answers. I understand now. Okay, so you have clear instructions. How are we going to do this?
And so we're basically going to Draco Malfoy them. No,
I don't know what that means.
No Harry Potter fans. That's fine. It's just the background of my childhood. It's fine. So we
Okay.
sneak an army in. We sneak a thing in, and then the army sneaks in the castle. You do your dirty business. And then bish bash bosh. Everything's good and gravy.
That's the idea. Can you handle that? And he looks directly to you, Gwyneth.
I mean, I've got issues with kingdoms in general, to be honest. I'd rather, parliamentary republic, but I suppose one, better the lesser evil, I suppose. We can deal with that after the fact, eh? Let's get you in office, and then we'll chat about a overhaul of the systems.
You've lived a very comfortable life in my kingdom. And I know your wife, an adventurer herself, who used to work for me.
Yes, you run a very efficient surveillance state. Can we go?
Your horse and cart will be taken care of and brought wherever you need it to go.
Okay.
But I know
goods
you-
taken care of, not the rumble taken care of.
I mean, I can get us back.
I know you
I
have a hearthstone.
I have a question.
Yes.
We bring the head to them. We clearly have a job. They're going to pay us for this. Yes? I live for the clear instructions and transactions. What will we get after for doing this big thing other than freedom and power and happiness? What would we get for helping you? I like
Just-
really shiny things. I hope you know.
He just looks at all of you. Just once over. You will be compensated. A king's ransom, as it were.
He made a joke. You guys didn't get it?
No.
I thought it was good. It's nice. It breaks the tension. It's been a little beheady in here, and that kind of makes me feel a little more at ease. I think we go for it. I mean, whether it's by fear or by, low wages and unsustainable housing, rulers are gonna rule. So hey, let's get ours while we can, right?
Oh yeah, let's pop off. Has anyone got a sack? This head's as big as I am. I can't carry it.
Oh, I got it. Then I go, I pick it up by the
Fucking,
hair.
fucking big head blade. Sniper's dream, they call him.
Look at me, I'm the king.
I'm gonna say even Rumbles
Sorry.
kind of gives him a what the fuck kind of look. Like,
I'm sorry. This doesn't happen very often. I'm a little uncomfortable. I joke when I'm uncomfortable.
Alas, poor Yorick. It's
Eyes-
fine, we didn't know him.
Eyes open. And he turns around and goes back into the captain's quarters. And Marissa walks up to you, Taz. And she hands you just a small satchel, probably about this big. And she just says, "Take the items from within here, place them in a row, hidden, but with enough headroom for someone to walk through. Yeah?
Affirmative.
Good. And she turns around and walks in to the captain's quarters as well. And the other 3 guards just stand there and stare at you.
I would like to follow them into the captain's quarters, just kind of walk along.
Yeah. The 3 guards stop you as soon as you get to them.
It's like,
No, we know each other.
They're just, they don't say anything. They just stop you from moving towards that.
I just kind of like motion to lean down to my level.
One of them leans down. Smite leans down.
I just need like 2 seconds. It'll be worth his time.
No.
That's good improv there, John. Good
What?
use of that. Yes.
Wait. Do you have the authority to say yes, or is this like, I need to speak to your manager kind of situation? Because if you can't say
just-
yes, I understand.
He just stares at you.
I'm not mad at you. I understand you're just part of a system here.
Rumble, we should probably go.
Okay, look. I'm gonna leave this piece of paper here,
And I'm like quickly scribbling down something.
and if the king happens to find it, know that I would prefer this instead of payment.
He
Oh,
he
no.
he takes his hand out and he grabs the piece of paper from you.
Well, I was gonna put it on the floor. It was gonna be way cooler, but yeah, no, here you go.
He takes it.
And then
I just kind of give like a little, very, very shitty curtsy and kind of stumble backwards.
He nods.
How did he nod?
He just
I stop and kind of like raise like an oh yeah, kind of like eyebrow at him. Like, is he coming on to me?
he's just staring at you.
Good day.
Okay, slowly keeps going back.
Rambo!
coming. Yep, I'm here. I'm here.
I kind of want to leave. Do you guys want to get out of here?
Yeah, I'm not going back through that fucking tunnel, though. Where's the shortcut?
It's right here. I'll hold up the Hearthstone. I can get us back to Stormwind.
Fair enough, yeah. Nice.
You sure we wouldn't rather just cross a bridge to get back there? Sylvan, remember?
Sylvan just like ghost white, just
He gets it. I missed you when you died.
oh, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, rub one out and let's go.
Alright, I'll start activating the Hearthstone unless anybody has anything else they need.
Rip it and rip it.
Do we gotta hold hands?
Yep.
Okay, so I put the head underneath my armpit so I can hold hands.
Hold it in your teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't actually have to hold hands. Sylvan just will not do the spell unless you hold hands.
Nice.
That's what a little cutie.
Everybody hold on to your partner.
Sylvan's a big fan of coercing people into physical contact.
It's friendship. Coerced friendship. Alright, yeah, I'll use the thing to teleport us back to the library.
Okay.
It's not technically non-consensual because they don't know they can say no.
So the
Necromancer's
the
book.
Hearthstone starts to the sigil, the blue sigil on the Hearthstone starts to flash, get brighter and brighter and brighter, and after a moment, you are inside the library of Stormwind.
I've been here.
Having fun
we've all-
isn't hard.
Hey, I feel personally attacked. Remember, we've all been here, mate. Alright, should we deliver this head before it gets smelly?
Yeah, I think we should go. I don't think they like us having severed heads in the library.
Should we put it in a sack, perhaps, to not scare the local populace or draw any questions.
Well, apparently everyone's just soldiers anyway, so
Also, yeah, if he is the king and people recognize the king's severed head as we're walking down the street, that would be really weird.
Silva makes a good point.
We should get a bag. Can we go find someone that has a bag?
I've got a backpack. You can chuck it in.
I have a bag of holding. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Will it be okay in the bag of holding? Will it keep?
And we're going like 10
It's a
minutes down the
fucking
road.
head, not lunch meat, Umid.
Just as you start making your way towards the exit, Milton Sheaf rounds his way around one of the bookshelves. Oh, yeah, yes, Gwyneth, and crew.
Hey, Milton.
Good to see you again, Sylvan. Good to see you as well. What brings you back to the library?
Hearthstone.
Sorry, go ahead, Arthur.
I was just answering the question,
Oh,
literally.
I was gonna say, I would like to roll stealth because I'm not allowed to be in here.
Based off what?
I was kicked out and I had to sneak in last time, didn't I?
No,
I thought I
you
could follow the
you
rules.
just snuck in. You just
Yeah,
snuck
you
in.
didn't have
yeah,
to sneak in. You
That's-
just
You
did.
you
All right.
you could absolutely roll stealth though.
Yeah, you know what? I don't want him to see me. I need to do more stealth so I can follow more rules, unbeknownst to people.
I like your style.
Like your style, bro. It's vinegar.
We have work for Lady Prester. Or
14.
she sent us for work and we're coming back.
Oh, yes, Lady Presta. All right, and he looks over to you, Umid, and just sees blood dripping out of your armpit.
Oh, don't worry, it's not mine.
Ooh, that's worse.
Umid's on his period.
I'm just gonna press to
or periods,
digitate the
you
blood
know.
away from the floor wherever it's dripping.
Quite, yes. Well, do you know where the exit is? And orcs, and he just kind of walks away.
Humans.
Uh,
Let's do it.
So you make your way out of the library, past the gardens, and down into the long corridor that leads towards the throne room. Is there anything you guys want to do?
Chop the head off before it rots.
I think making our way to that.
Making my way. Anyway,
Oh my god, you
Guys,
took
I
this
just
one
wanna
right out of my
Thank
head.
you.
Mhm.
I just want to point out, I feel this is the fastest we've ever progressed something.
Oh, big time.
Does anyone I'm not being? I know I said this about Lady Prester as well, but does anyone get sort of like bad juju off of fucking Edward Van Cleef?
I'm gonna have to be fair, I get bad juju off of anything that's taller than me, except for Taz, so...
I mean, he chopped somebody's head off. I don't like that, but
Yeah, like it seems like we're just fucking going A to B, trading one demon for another here. Like it might be better if we just fucking not. Let's
Well,
move to a
Gwen,
fucking
I mean, I don't
island
think
in the
so,
sea.
'cause
and
then
get
we're-
out.
gonna be making enemies of both.
Oh,
Gwyneth,
like,
Well, Lady Prester was very adamant that if we don't do this, we're probably going to die.
yeah, everyone would say that, but like that's a lot. No one's gonna actually. Who the fuck are we? No one's gonna actually spend money to fucking track us down. What a waste! There's a war going on.
I mean, there isn't. There is
I mean,
no
there's
war.
about to be.
Well, they don't know
Like,
that.
no one's gonna fucking spend money tracking down 6 rando nobodies because they fucking moved to Hawaii instead of delivering heads and shit. Like,
Gwyneth, I don't think you understand just how much money nobles have and just how petty and, vindictive they can be.
I'm just saying, I'm not super chuffed about propping up some asshole king in exchange for a different asshole king. Have we considered a plebeian revolt and installing an anarcho-socialist government?
Are you willing to fight dragons?
I mean, we're
So
gonna fucking have to. I have a feeling that's where this is taking
No,
us
they're
anyway.
gonna fight dragons. We're gonna just leave. We can leave. We should just not make an enemy of both of them and then leave.
We could just pop the head on an Iceland plinth, and then bugger off. Job done. Scour the rocks.
I agree. I think we go through with this as far as we've been asked to, and before things get too intense, we should probably not be here.
Yeah, I go up to Gwyneth and I kind of wrap my arm around her like very buddy. Gwen is just overpowering Bo right now. And I'm just like...
Gwen, as the group's moral compass, I think I have the most insight to lend here, and I think that we should drop off this head and not ask too many questions.
I don't know. Doesn't sit right with me.
No, it doesn't, but you can push that way down, and it'll just be quiet after a while.
It's just maintaining a garbage cast system. We're just propping it up. At some point, someone's got to make a stand, you know? Just because it's uncomfortable to do so.
Gwyneth, I'm gonna tell you the history of Booty Bay sometime, and you're gonna understand why this is a terrible idea.
Is the history of Booty Bay very much an example of why civil rights shouldn't be upheld?
Pretty much, yeah. It does not end well for the goblins. It's essentially ruled by an elite caste of aristocrats. It's an oligarchy. The little goblin does not do well in that society.
Much like Western civilization.
It's like the Booty Bay like public enemies list is like Gandhi, Rosa Parks. It's just like major civil rights leaders. And Booty Bay's like, nah, they're all dicks.
Anyway, let's go drop off a head.
Yeah, we should drop off a head though. But I am absolutely going to. Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to try my best to foster a fucking people's revolt. John, can I roll to invent the guillotine?
Sure.
Hell yeah.
What would that be? Intelligence? Just a straight interroll?
No, just well, yeah, I'd say int. Yeah, go for it.
Let's do the guillotine arc. This is the dumbest hill that I've chosen to die on. 11.
11? Yeah, you can't figure it out.
You're like, if only there was some kind of springy thing I could use.
Yeah, I figured it out for fingers, but I just can't figure out how to scale it up.
You're a disgrace to gnomes in the World of Warcraft everywhere.
Aww.
Alright, well, yeah. I assume then we make our way to the throne room to deliver this fresh head.
Yep. Yep. And as you make your way up, there are guards encircling this throne room. Lady Prester is sitting on the throne, speaking with Marcus Jonathan at the moment. As she's sitting there, she's leaned over and discussing things. You see Anduin, King Varian's son, just kind of standing on the other side of the throne. He looks a little bored, a little indifferent to what is going on. And you hear Prester turn to him and pay attention, boy. And he just kind of stands up straight. As they keep conversing, you walk up and you catch her attention. Ah, the better than nothing. Back again for another horse, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
and
of course.
Marcus Jonathan.
You're just giving him away.
Marcus Jonathan looks at you and kind of like just grimaces, almost a scowl.
Have we met Anduin yet? We haven't seen Anduin, right?
No.
I'm a little confused. I thought we killed him. Did we not kill him?
Talking about Anduin, or Marcus?
Marcus.
No.
No, we killed.
Killed him?
I am confused.
I could have sworn we killed him.
You couldn't kill me if you tried, Phobog.
I'm just saying we killed you. And now you're here. But also we killed this other guy. Umid, do you have the
I do.
Well, while he's like rooting for it, I look at Marcus and I'm like,
Hello there, Marcus.
Kid,
He
you
just-
look
Stairs.
We need a lot of Marcuses.
Kid, you look pretty bored. You want to see something gross? We're rooting to the back. Pull out the head of his father.
Anduin's eyes grow super wide,
I know.
and
Really gross.
he starts quivering, and he breaks down crying.
Is
Oh.
Anduin his son or nephew?
His son.
His son.
Cool.
He is like tremor shaking, crying. This 10-year-old boy and his father's head that you just presented in front of him has just destroyed this child.
as I'm standing next to like the still dripping head, I'm like,
Like, oh, gross, make that thing stop.
And I kind of put it behind me because I'm like, this is fucked. I don't know what's going on. This kid's freaking out. So
You can see Lady Prester's face like almost giddy with excitement as she collects her own thoughts. She realizes what's happening, and God, take Anduin to his quarters.
Oh,
And
as Umid
one of the
put-
guards comes and takes him away.
sorry, kid.
And he is like inconsolable, like laying limp, just crying and shaking uncontrollably. Go ahead, Taz. Sorry.
Oops. As Umid puts the head behind him, I just kind of sneakily go behind and I make sure the eyes are open. I'm like,
Okay.
Umi, do the puppet thing to cheer him up.
I don't think he likes it.
I don't think I like it. Can you put that away, please?
we have seen so much worse, everyone. Oh my god.
You're not wrong.
I haven't. I died through most of it.
Yes.
He's got a point.
Lady Prester, almost licking her lips, says, "Well, present him to me."
I think you gotta put
Just-
it there.
I'm not sure about this one still. I'm pretty sure we killed him. Like, we killed him to get this head. Are you sure you can trust him?
Am I being Did we kill Marcus Jonathan? I forgot.
No.
yeah, I don't think we did.
No, I
have no
think
idea what
the
Visceral
visceral
Like-
is fully gaslighting everyone.
Adam's gaslighting me in his attempt to gaslight fucking Lady Preston, and I'm just there like, did I have a blank spot in my memory again?
Yeah, I am Confucian. Explain.
But okay, he's just
Well,
trying
if
to
we
draw
killed,
attention.
hold on, if we killed King Varian, right, and we saw the real Marcus Jonathan there, would we not
We
have to
didn't.
kill
No,
the
we
real?
didn't see the real Marcus Jonathan.
We did.
That,
No,
No.
the
that was
blade
my
was.
garbage joke.
Blade, yeah, Blade was not Marcus Jonathan. That
Just
was
some
Arthur.
That was just me being
That
a
was-
dickhead.
Yeah.
There's
Sorry, mate.
You trolled me, so I.
we just fucking made a like perfect Ouroboros of gaslighting.
now we all believe Marcus Jonathan is dead so hard he actually is.
Can we retcon so that this whole bullshit never happened?
No,
Sure.
I like that fucking Viscera was really bad with human face.
Oh,
Okay, you know
shit.
what? Yeah,
Space
let's
Knight.
canonize
A
that.
little bit racist, where it's like
Oh.
all the humans basically look. He's a tall white dude.
Oh.
You accept MasterCard? No, sorry.
So Umid, you were asked to present.
I mean, it was just at your feet, right? And I just like plunk it down. Did it. Lady.
Ah, Marcus, stop prepping things. Inform father of our victory. And that's where
Guys.
It's
That's-
great. Nailed it.
that's where we're gonna take a break.
Oh, cool.
With an evil laugh, and also everyone
It's just a
else, they're
bunch of
like,
people awkwardly.
We're evil too.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Anyway,
Oh, that's
thanks a
gonna be my
lot,
next
guys.
character.
Thanks for sticking around and hanging out with us and joining in all the shenanigans. Don't forget to check us out on YouTube at YouTube/ or just search Roll for Inspiration, because we're still trying to work on that name, that URL link that
Yeah, it's just a bunch
houses
of
our name.
bullshit.
Yeah, it's just a bunch
I
of
don't think I
random
can
numbers and
change
letters.
that.
We'll see what we can do. You can also check us on Twitter at Inspiration Roll, and you can check us out on Instagram at Roll for Inspiration. And yeah, we'll see you in like 5 to 10 minutes.
I'm gonna get into my fursuit.
we're back. All right, so bringing us back into the game, you've just laid the head of seemingly what is King Varian Wren at the feet, or King Varian Wren, Edwin Van Cleef at the feet of Lady Prester. She started laughing and told Marcus Jonathan to go inform their father of their success. And that is where we're coming back into.
You guys are related? I didn't know that.
There's all sorts you don't know, Sibin.
His surname's Jonathan. You're not Lady Jonathan.
That's true. Very, very astute of you. What a glorious day.
Indeed, all facilitated by us. Ahem.
Yes,
Honestly,
of course.
We're just proud to have been a part of the, of it's nice to be cogs in a machine of goodness.
When I swear to gods.
That's a nice thing.
She just kind of like doesn't know what to do with herself. She's just elated with happiness. She's just kind of staring at the head and, cocking her head back and forth and just.
I gotta say, Lady Prester, if I may.
Yes.
I was initially, I was a little bit skeptical. Sorry, I'm having a stroke. No, I was a little bit skeptical at the start, when the lady of the town tells you to go kill someone that I've never met. I was a bit like, oh no. But actually, when we met him, he was an absolute knobhead. So you were bang on with this one, and I appreciate you trusting us. I know we fucked up a little bit at the start, but
yes, not just a lady, but the regent queen of this kingdom, madam.
Oh,
but yes,
is
yes.
that a new title? Sorry, I didn't mean to step on any toes.
Oh, it's quite all right. It's quite all right.
Congratulations on your promotion.
Oh, it's such a glorious day, is it not? Yes, yes, the better than nothing. You'll have to excuse me. I have some things I need to take care of. Your compensation will be forthcoming, of course. You will be well compensated for this. Please, I know you have residence here within the city. We will call for you when you are needed.
Actually,
that will be all.
Lady Prester, please, if I may have one request. I would like to forgo my reward.
Okay, yes, absolutely, young goblin.
With all due respect, may I approach the Queen Regent?
Why not? I'm feeling generous today.
Oh.
I ask no reward for my honorable deeds today, and just have one humble request.
Go on.
As you know, there are some very high tensions around the Ratchet encampment, specifically between the human presence there and that of, Ogrimmar. A lot of skirmishes breaking out there. Dangerous place, huh?
Yes, I've heard quite some things about it.
Well, there's a very good foot soldier that you have named Marshal Durgan, who's currently posted at Goldshire. All I would ask is that he oversee the front lines in Ratchet.
She honestly cocks her head to the side, just trying to stare you up.
It would make my goblin heart happy to know that he was on the vanguard, that they would have such a brave man.
It's important to get good people in good positions.
Very well. For your goblin heart, it will be done.
Thank you so much. You are a good and gracious queen, and you forever have my loyalty.
Excellent.
And
That's what I like to hear.
I do a bow where I'm just kind of slowly walking backwards while still
She does like bow back to you as well, but your head is down, so you can't see her bow back to you.
And then I turn on my heel and I'm
Like, let's go!
Thank you all again. I appreciate all of your efforts.
Oh,
And
no,
you,
it's our pleasure. Give us a call if you need anything else. We're always happy to help.
Absolutely, Abs. You will be my go-to for any royal inquisition
Are we staying at
or
Gwen's house
task.
again? Where are we staying?
Yeah, you can all stay around mine. Bit rude of you to cut off the queen, though.
Well, she said she was going to send
Let
the
her
reward.
finish a sentence.
She said she was going to send the reward somewhere.
Yeah, you-
Oh, we're just cutting off queens and kings. Fuck it. It doesn't matter.
That's fine.
sorry, Presta. Back in your box. We need to check our habitation situation.
habitation situation. That's very pleasant to say.
Yeah, it'd be a good band name.
Yeah, like maybe baby.
Yeah, we'll be at my house. I live. I've never named the street, but I live on fucking Dingleberry Road or whatever it's called. If you need us, we'll be there.
Oh, I in the Dwarven district. I've been informed. Thank you again for your wonderful deeds for this kingdom and its rightful rulers.
High fives all around. Let's all go get drunk.
Perfect. And yeah, we John Hughes out of the room. High fives all round.
Yeah.
We get like the splash screens where like it's a freeze
Yeah.
frame on all of us and then text at the bottom explaining what we did.
Yeah, that's the end of the stream.
Thank fuck.
Rumblesack was mugged and died walking out of the palace.
Hi, Marcus Jonathan.
Yeah. Marcus Jonathan literally like just fucking cleaves her in half out of the blue.
Yeah.
I
Is
tell you
he
what,
dead?
guys.
Is he not? We don't know.
You know what? In hindsight, maybe I better wind my neck in because she's fucking mad as a bag of cats. Like. So
Sorry.
yeah, actually, fuck yeah, no, 100%. Let's do this.
Real quick, I just realized so that there's no context for Rumble's actions if you even for anyone that's watched from the beginning. So Marshall Durgan was a human from the first episode who threw up on me and broke my heart.
Yep.
And before I fell down a well in Goldshire.
Right.
Yep.
He was the drunken town mayor,
Yep.
Lecherous.
or
Yeah.
town marshal.
It was
I suppose.
pre-streaming.
Yeah.
Whoa.
As soon as you said it, I was like, "Oh yeah, he totally threw up on you." I was like, "Yeah, let it play. Let's go. Let's see what he's going with this." And I
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, cool.
Fucking petty, just Tom Petty.
Petty as fuck, bud."
Yeah, and
I love
as we're walking out, you just see me take out a book and then like scribble some stuff out in it, and then close it back up and put it back in my.
Cross the name off with a little bit of
Oh,
lipstick.
also, yeah, if anyone is paying attention, everything in there, including what I just scribbled with, is blood.
Can you roll me an investigation check real quick?
Moi.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Let me hit you with that +1 investigation.
Let's go.
One baby.
Yeah, you
Let's
take out your book.
go!
You take out your book. You scribble some shit in blood, and you put it back in in your bag.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. Where are you guys headed right now? Are you guys going to get drunk at a pub or at a bar, or are you going to Gwyneth's?
I wouldn't mind getting a bit messy at the pub near ours. I've got a lot to think about.
Okay.
And then, yeah, kip in for the night, I suppose.
So you make your way to the Pig and Thistle, I think it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That sounds familiar.
See, I know exactly what I'm doing.
Hell yeah.
You do the classic DM trick of oh yeah, it's the look at my notes while I make up a name.
Mhm.
Pig and Thistle.
I should know it because like I used to go there all the time on my characters, but it's neither here nor there. I'm hoarding now.
Locktar Gar.
Taro Gar.
Yeah, no
That's
wonder everybody in
literally the
Swan
guilt
sucks.
is. Humans have diplomacy. It's so overpowered. Anyway, so you make your way into the Pig and Thistle, and there's a few people in there. Looks like more of a brutish crowd. They're kind of just in their own like little table sections, just kind of like hunched over and drinking their drinks. There's a minstrel playing, just kind of slower music. And then you have your little dwarven woman in the back. I can't remember what her name is. Does anyone remember her name?
Yeah, it's in my notes somewhere.
You actually took note of that, Arthur?
Yeah. Something like
Yeah.
Teresa or
This is
Tessa.
D&D.
You're an alpha nerd.
I think it was Teresa, to be honest.
I
Yeah,
think it
it's
might have
not
been
bad.
Teresa.
Yeah.
She sees you all come in. Oh, hello, dears. I'll be right with you. Just sit wherever. Well, I'll get to you. And she's like pouring flagons.
You know what it is? It's fucking Bella Swan.
Bella Swan.
It is
that's
Bella
what it
Swan.
was.
Swan.
Yeah, I was
Fuck
like, I knew we made it
Twilight.
into a joke because
Yeah.
we couldn't remember it before.
Yeah.
Teresa's a way better name. We're idiots.
I feel like Teresa
Well,
was in your
that
campaign,
was never
Arthur.
in contention.
Guys, we're so bad at D&D.
Yep.
Imagine taking notes.
Lol.
Has
You guys make your way to the table, and she brings over some drinks and any food for you, dears. I know you, Gwyneth, are gonna want something, but
I'll have
anyone
the
else?
usual 6 portions of sausages.
Mhm. Yep, it's already been ordered for you. As soon as I saw you, dear. Anyone else want something to eat or nibble on?
I'll have
Some-
a big old thing of meat and some long bread.
Long bread, yes. Mr. Orc, Umid.
I'll match Gwyneth there. Sausage.
Much sausage, okay.
Much.
Skinny one.
I'll have some, I don't know, meat and bread.
Okay, carbs and protein. Okay. For you, Mr. Furryman.
I'll just have some vegetables.
Vegetables. Okay. Let's see. I've got some tubers, I think.
You
and-
vegetarian wolf, like
And milk for you, dear.
milk. But do you have fish sticks?
Yes. We freshly caught this morning, dear. I'll bring it all right out for you. And she goes back, and 10 minutes later, she comes back and just has like a full spread for all of you, just half burnt sausages and just fucking all sorts of long bread, meat, and ale, and just all sorts of shit. And she just piles it on the table and takes off, keeping up with the busy crowd. And it's starting to pick up a little bit. We're getting later into the evening now. It's probably about, I'd say like 9-10 o'clock. And the one-piece minstrel is now a 3-piece band, and they're just kind of jamming along. It's picked up a little bit. It's a little more lively.
All right. So yeah, Rumble just has a bunch of drinks. Is very agreeable for a change.
Yeah, guys, while we're all a little bit liquored up, what's like, I'm reasonably invested in all of you. I'm quite fond of your company. What's the but also I can't help but notice that we do tend to stick our noses in very stupid places. Like obviously Silben, you died. Everyone's fallen over at least a couple of times. We temporarily got banished into a eternal hell. We tend to get ourselves into a little bit of pickles here, but what's the plan here, gang? What are we? I just want to make sure we all know what we're getting into here.
No.
Get money, get paid.
I'm still trying to get through my job interview. I think it went well.
I'm just trying not to make anybody else mad. We seem to get on a lot of people's bad side, and
Sylvan,
I like
listen.
to not do that anymore.
No, Sylvan, you got life all wrong. Take it from me. You're gonna make people upset? Fine. Because you want to be happy, and your happiness is not other people's priority, okay? And you're the greatest, so you be happy.
Thanks, Rumble.
I mean,
Rumble,
Like-
are you okay? And then I checked
I'm
for like
very
fever.
drunk.
I was like, yeah.
I mean, I get what you're all saying. That's all fair points, but none of those really align with I want to help a erstwhile king reclaim his throne through violence against a horde of dragons.
Yeah, you know,
I just
say
want to
that
make
louder,
sure we're
Gwen.
all. I just want to make sure we're all in. You know, I just find the music's really loud in the fiction. I'm, in the bar. I'm measuring my tone. I'm just doing a stage whisper here. But yeah, like I'm down. Presta's a knobhead. I think, I got my reservations about Ren and all that. He seems a bit rough and ready now. But I'll fucking go down for this cause. But I feel like if your motivation is I sort of don't want to get in any trouble, then maybe we're putting you into a bad spot here.
No, Gwen, listen. Both figuratively and literally, we're the little guys. It doesn't matter. The ruling people are gonna do the thing, and we're gonna do whatever we can to get paid. And sometimes a guy's gotta lose his head. Even if his name sucks, that's not our fault. But at the end of the day, sometimes a person gets put in the front lines. So, as the elves say, c'est la vie.
That's not Elvish.
I speak better Elvish than you, pointy ears.
Wow.
Like this visceral Umid, you get what we're getting into, right? So you two are sweet boys. I don't want you getting into trouble or anything.
Well, here's the deal. I came here because Torek needed my help. Now Torek is gone.
Moment of silence for our fallen.
He's playing hide and seek and told you guys.
He's gone, and I'm still here. And I don't want to go back to what I was doing, because I like it here. So, I'm here.
Profound.
As he mentions Torek, Visceral casts Druidcraft and creates a blue little flower, just places it at the center of the table. I agree. I think that we've definitely gotten ourselves in deep. But I don't believe we are necessarily linchpins in the machine that's working, and it's probably going to grind out many lives. However, if we can help influence this, direct its path of destruction in such a manner that we can cleanse this world and possibly save Azeroth with a new non-green deal, I think this might be the best play.
I have noticed, the green energy. It's insidious, and it must be stopped. This green energy from the Felwood.
I'm glad you agree, Gwyneth. I think it would be wise to get your wife, and we should probably leave the city before much longer.
Oh, she's gone. She took the kids, and they've all gone. They're over in Ironforge in a minute.
Oh, perfect. Well, in that case, I was thinking we would leave the objects we were given here in the tavern, Perhaps we could get a room and leave him in the inn. And I feel like we should be on our way. I don't know if tonight we should be spending the night here.
It's not a bad point, actually. I slightly regretting drinking so much because you're starting to make a lot of sense. Taz, is the instructions you got from Marissa, what were they again? Where do you need to put those stones?
Did
That
you even
is a-
hear that?
I actually DM John being like, hey, I didn't.
Yeah. So basically, what she told you to do was to take the contents out of the bag, place them all in a line, in a space that would be tall enough for somebody to walk through. So anywhere on the floor where the ceiling isn't, like 3 feet or less, basically.
I think if we really want to minimize the negative effects of this, we should try our best to put them down in the actual castle grounds.
My only fear is that they would be discovered. I think that if they are capable of creating such devices as to get themselves here, I don't feel like they would gain any benefit from causing harm to anyone here in the Dwarven district. My belief is that they would probably disguise themselves and make their way to the castle, sorry.
It's true. We really should have asked them a little bit more about their strategy.
If we find a room or like a closet or something, I could lock it so that nobody could get in. And then you could put these things down in a room where nobody else could get into it.
How we
Good.
can
I think it
message
has to
them,
be
let
a
them know.
closet. I think we could just rent a room under a false nom de guerre, and
I mean, you can just
be on
use
our
my
way.
house, to be honest. I'm fine with that.
Could you guys roll an
Sounds
intelligence
staging.
check?
All of us?
Yeah.
I refuse.
You're intelligent. You're just not wise.
No, I know that,
9.
but she's very drunk right now, and I think intelligence is not in her interests.
Disadvantage.
But, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I've
I want
decided
people to
that-
roll and have fun, Connor. Fuck off.
Yeah, fucking Connor, wind your neck in and start playing, having fun.
God.
What a dickhead. Fucking DMs. I'm gonna roll 11 for the rest.
5.
I've decided it's just 11's away forever.
And
Dylan,
eights
how do you
and
feel about
fives.
5?
5 for me.
Ooh, that's a
18.
big 9 for me.
Jesus Christ.
You're the
Adam,
intelligence
please.
guy,
please.
Sylvan.
Yeah.
I have 18.
rolled a 5.
Okay, Taz, this thematically this works out perfectly. Taz, you know that within the Dwarven district / Old Town where the Pig and Thistle is, that there is an abandoned SI7 headquarters just sitting there, and it would be the perfect place to put something like this.
And everybody, don't worry, I've got it. Remember how we drove away my people? We can put it in the quarters in which they stayed in.
That's so much better than my house. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie. I
no,
said
that's-
it and then I immediately regret it because Val would literally. I'm not joking. She can take me in a fight any day of the week. She would literally murder me. The footprints of an army in bed. Oh my god! I honestly thought I saw death for a moment there. Thank God for you, Taz.
Oh, that's okay. I got this.
And could I get Sylvan and Visceral to roll a perception check, please?
So we're all aligned. I'm doing this because of socio-political values.
17.
Visceral's doing this because he wants to stop the Felward. Umid's doing this because he's cool. Taz is doing this for money. Sylvan's doing this because he doesn't want to offend anyone. And Rumble's doing this because Rumble. Am I right?
And I'm very curious.
Yeah.
I
Sylvan
think-
would also help people if they need it.
So,
Rumble actually does have very human motivations, but they're just not out there yet.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
love it.
Well, I mean,
So-
I feel like we all have. Yeah.
So I'm glad we've all thought it through, and we're all willing to see this through to the end.
You said 18, Sylvan?
17.
17?
17.
And Visceral?
11.
11. Okay. So Sylvan, as Gwyneth is going over all of your motivations for the next task, you look towards the entrance and you see Marcus Jonathan. He's there with 2 of the Crown's Guard. They walk in by your table and go to a table in the back, sit down. 2 of the Crown's Guard start drinking, and he is just standing there discussing something with them at the moment. And he's kind of looking around the bar, and he's eyeing up certain tables.
We have company, by the way. We should maybe talk less about this right now. And I'll point out.
More. Got it.
I was
Marcus.
just about to say that, Arthur. I hate you so much, but I love you.
Yeah. So, yeah, good joke there. Oh, we're all
Carrots and
such
peas, carrots and peas.
carrots and peas. We're such good food.
Carrots and
Don't be
peas.
suspicious. Don't be.
Watermelon, elephant juice.
Why don't we all meet you back at Gwyneth's house? Taz, would you care to join me?
For what?
You ever see the dog fuck a cat? Any boats
That's
nearby?
okay. It's okay. I know that you want those teachings from me on how to properly fight. I got you. Let's go.
If you guys are gonna properly fight, I want to see it.
I mean, I'm not. No offense, Visceral, but I'm pretty sure Taz is gonna mess you up.
I don't know.
Come on, let's go. Let's go practice.
All right. So as soon as we get outside,
Fighting like cats and dogs.
I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace, and I will also go invisible.
Okay.
And I will whisper to Taz, "Let's head to. We should head to SI7."
You almost slipped into Drux there.
It was
Almost
so
druxed it. There was almost a little druxy there.
So close to not being trustable.
As you do this outside or you do it inside?
Outside, yeah.
Yeah,
As soon as we get
So-
outside, I'll cast Pass Without a Trace.
So you both walk outside and you pop on your Pass Without a Trace, and Taz is kind of like, what? And then right in front of you, Taz, Visceral just blinks into nothingness, and then you just hear this like ominous voice just being like, let's go. And you're just like, okay.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna need both of you to roll stealth checks. Adam, you with advantage, and Mel, add 10 to your stealth check.
What?
Yeah, and as well as you, Adam. You know how your spell works. Whatever. You don't have to. Yeah. Shut up.
14.
Isn't your stealth or your invisibility for like 6 seconds?
Yeah, it's 6 seconds.
It just goes invisible and it comes right
I just
back.
need to get out. I just need to get out of the courtyard.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
So it's a 28 for me.
28.
14
Taz?
plus 10, I guess. 24.
24. Okay, yeah. So you guys are just, and you make your way towards the boarded up SI7 headquarters. You can see. Actually, pop me perception checks for the both of you, please.
Okay.
I'm gonna be leading
Oh,
a massive.
hey DM. How do you feel about 1? Actually, it's 4, but yeah.
27.
27. Okay, so Jesus
fucking-
Christ.
I see a firefly.
Get fucked on, Mel.
It's hard for you to see the headquarters of your agency be boarded up the way it is. It's a little emotional for you to to be, you know,
Is it?
seeing no real function out of you know your band. They're no longer part of, you know, the system that they were so integral to. Visceral, you see that one of the windows is just not boarded up, and you're just like, right there.
And as I'm like walking along, I'm just like, Mr. Face, what are we going to do?
Oh, who knows? Seems like things are getting hairy. It's a little scary. And then that's it. And
Because of this dog, it's why it's hairy.
and Adam, you do hear her talking to Mr. Face.
Do I hear Mr. Face?
No.
Okay. What?
It's okay, nothing.
Good question.
We should
It's
get
okay.
inside. There's a window open over there.
So you prop open the window. You both hop in, and it's pitch black in here. I believe both of you have dark vision, though, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah. So basically, you're just seeing everything in
Never mind,
shades
I
of
don't.
gray. No, you don't. Okay. Shit's dark. It's like really dark. The only light source that's coming in is the moonbeam coming from the window that you guys just snuck in through. Everything's boarded up. There are no papers or anything around Taz. Everything just seems to be cleaned out. You know, it was done pretty quickly, but it's pretty cleaned out. You guys know how to make an exit and not leave any traces of anything. So, but the headquarters is yours. You can place the objects wherever you'd like.
I think we would be best to do it upstairs. If this window is open and others come inside, I don't want anything to be in plain sight.
That is very sound logic.
You're gonna have to help me get upstairs, though. It's really dark in here.
Oh, that's okay. Hold on to my tail.
And I'll hold on to her tail.
This is the
Follow
cutest,
me!
you guys. Just a
Cat-
furball just holding on to a tail.
I'm like reaching for it, and then all of a sudden, it, like, you know, tickles my nose. Like, I got it.
Oh, those pussies. Anyway, so you make your way towards the stairs. Make your way up to the second floor where Matthias Shaw's desk is, and as you make your way up, you look around and there is somebody sitting at Shaw's desk.
Who do I see?
Roll a perception check.
I didn't actually like scream that, by the way.
Yeah.
Taz screamed aloud.
You're so stealthy.
Sorry, perception?
Mhm.
Oh, frick. 5.
5.
Wow.
You just see a humanoid sitting at the desk, feet up.
Wait, do I get to roll perception?
Well, I mean, you can't see shit, so.
So is it just with disadvantage with dark vision?
It's advantage if you have dark vision, but you're
yeah.
blind as fuck, mate.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're
checking.
just done. Yeah.
Straight up.
I'm used to having dark vision with everything.
Yeah.
so it just
Yeah.
threw me.
Huh?
I'm just gonna like look back and go like, I see somebody.
And I am going to wild shape into a Nightspawn Lynx.
Okay.
What the frick?
And so I will have dark vision as Lynx.
Ooh!
Then roll that shit, baby, because then you transform into this beast form.
One's
And you kind of cock your head around, and you look towards the humanoid.
That's a +8. Oh, it's the same as my perception. Well, that's nice. Oh, that's brutal. That's a 12.
12. It's hard to make it out, but it is a human male. But it's hard to make out who it is. And as you kind of slink towards, he's not really moving or anything like that. You get within 10 feet of the desk, and all you hear is Taz.
Do I recognize the voice?
Yeah, it's Shaw.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy! What is up?
Well, it's about time. I've been waiting for you to come back and check in on things.
Well, we were too busy doing dungeons and such, but I'm here.
Yes, Varian
Could
told
have said
me.
Dungeons and Dragons. You literally had every reason to say Dungeons and
I
Dragons.
know. I was thinking the same thing.
How are we going to get that Wizard of the Coast money if we don't name drop their product?
I'm so mad, Mal. I'm so mad.
Well, go in the corner and be mad yourself.
Ah, fine, continue the story.
You're not there. You don't know.
I know.
I'm gonna come back and say that I said that though.
No, it's too late.
So, yeah, Varian told me.
Yes.
Zero reaction. I got zero reaction for that. Zero reaction.
Your boss is working with the guy we beheaded, sort of.
Varian's the king that we just met.
Yeah, I know.
As is give shit.
Okay, so just a little bit of back. He had mentioned to you that he had no idea where this dude was. He was like, he's been missing for 4 years, and even we don't know where he is. It's starting to piss us off. Like, we don't even have a body to go with. We can't find him, blah, blah, blah. Like, he was pissed. And he brought it up often. So
a single one of us insight checked him.
He may have been telling the truth at that time. Plus, I believe that Taz still would be unfazed and be like, and? I love the idea that that is canon Taz's reaction. Like, yeah, you did your job, and?
She's one cool cat.
Yeah.
I am a cool cat.
He seemed on the up and up.
Go on.
Yes, go on. So you are working for the king.
with the king. We never work for kings. You know that, Tess.
Well,
But
semantics.
so, do you have the materials?
I do.
Excellent. Excellent. We will use this as our base of operations.
I'm not going to lie, I'm a little vexed that you did not tell me this.
I'm
Well, we have to keep things close to the chest. Really, you're gonna drop a critical roll?
yeah,
It was good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I appreciated it.
Clip it.
like the lowest effort critical role record in the history of the world.
Love
Um,
it. Just clip it.
That show any good?
Oh my god.
No.
Fuck off. It's almost as good as ours. Anyway, he says we'll use this as our base of operations for what's to come.
Yes, I mean, that is why I'm here, yes.
Yeah. And Shiv. And from behind you, Adam, all you hear is, yeah. Give it to her. And the Shiv, all right, yeah, she worked for it. And he comes over and presents you with a belt as Shaw starts lighting some candlelight on his desk.
What is this? What are this?
Just a little token of our appreciation for you.
Well, I am no longer vexed that you did not tell me this secret.
Well,
Thank you.
you know, duty has its price. And the Shiv kind of goes around to to the back of the desk beside Shaw. And he looks at you, Visceral, and he's like, you don't have to be that anymore. You can. It's fine. So Shaw kind of leans forward on the desk. He puts his feet down. He leans forward onto the desk. And, so Taz, can I have the bag?
I can set it up.
Be my guest.
Yeah. Visceral. Would you like to help me?
I don't know if I trust. I'm just no. I'm just gonna keep behind
Insight check.
Taz and like
Insight check.
around Taz's feet.
Insight check.
Oh, yeah, so can I see if he's what his intentions are?
Absolutely. Roll an insight.
Sense motive. We're playing Pathfinder now.
Fuck, I have a +0 for insight.
I love
13.
that we started off punching wolves to death, and now we're like cash overthrowing a corrupt government.
13.
Mm-hmm.
He seems pretty on the level with you. He's never steered you wrong before.
When did you start working with the king?
I've worked with the king.
Notice how I said with.
Yes, I did notice that. Thank you. I've been working with the king since I started with the SI7. We have never not worked with King Varian.
Okay, can I see if he's telling the truth?
Roll another insight check.
Okay, well, all right.
Full-bodied.
It's the
Yep.
classy stream.
Yeah, I fucking felt that on the back of my head.
Hey, fuck you guys. You guys got to play the whole first half of the game. Now I'm playing. It's all good.
Oh, we're all playing.
we are.
17.
17. He's telling you the truth. He has been working with King Varian Ren since his inception into the SI7.
This at all?
And
Can I have it?
I'll kind of nuzzle into her.
Yeah. Can I have a word?
I'll follow her.
You can't talk in cat form, can you?
Shit.
You both speak cat?
I mean,
yeah, I guess I am a
Oh.
cat. Yeah.
if anyone in the party could.
Mm.
All
Oh,
right, role
I
play
don't
it
know.
out in cat speak. Just meow at each other and try and get each other with this.
I can understand verbal commands. I have a sense of languages as the link, so it's not. But I can't talk to you, so
Yeah,
He's
you maintain
Minxie.
your mental faculties.
Yes.
I look at Visceral and I'm just like, it appears he's telling the truth. Should we move forward?
I'll nod.
Okay. Then I go back and I say, okay, very well.
Go
And
on.
hand over the pouch.
Oh, no. Thank you. And he hands it over to the Shiv, and the Shiv kind of walks around the desk over to like an inlet piece of where like the second floor, like it's almost like a den piece. And he puts the bag down, and he takes it out, and you see these like almost grayish purple crystals, and he affixes 1, 2, 3, and 4. And as he puts the fourth one down, He pulls into the bag, and there's just a piece of silver string, and he just wraps it around the first one, and then strings it along to the second, and then strings it along to the third, and then finally the fourth. And as soon as he lets go of the silver piece of thread, as it wraps around the fourth one, a black, like a void black doorway that is encircled with purple just pops up, and out walks Varian Wren, Marissa Dupage,
In their pajamas.
Cookie,
We were too early.
Smite, Greenskin, and Marissa looks around, looks down at the floor to the pieces, grabs one, and as soon as she grabs it off the floor, the door shuts, and she just picks up all the pieces and puts them in a bag.
Hello, welcome.
They nod.
You're welcome.
Shaw stands up from the desk and, well, Varian, you got me to get you here. Everything's ready. I don't know if we can do this. And Varian looks over to him, looks over at you two. Well, I believe that this crew, as unconventional as they are, will be of great aid to this.
They're better than nothing.
For a price.
That name is the gift that keeps on giving.
Of course, there will be much spoils. But for now, we have some strategizing to do. Shaw, Shiv, I need you both to collect the captains, and I need you to do it quietly. Taz and Visceral, if you could collect your band and meet us back here tomorrow night, it would be greatly appreciated.
What?
We have one last job for you, and then you'll be given your reward.
What is that job?
You will find out tomorrow night.
Ah, the suspense is already killing me. But oh, very well. We will tell our friends.
He bows to you, and so does Marissa. The other guards just they're just standing at attention. So Shiv kind of pipes up, and he's, all right, we'll meet back here at, I don't know, same time tomorrow night, 10 o'clock. We'll discuss strategy.
Okay.
Until then, heads down.
Yes. I also don't want any trouble with the goblin girl that we have. Okay, Shiv? Just, just don't mind her.
Tell Rumblesack
You remember her name?
to check her bag. I left her a note.
Oh. Does she then Rumble sitting in the tree?
Not exactly.
Oh. Okay.
And Shaw pipes up. He's all right. We'll reconvene back here tomorrow night. Have your game face on, Taz.
Do I have anything else, really?
If I had some yarn.
Listen, I know I get distracted, but yes, I will show up with my game face and my friends as well.
Excellent.
Is it Mr. Game Face?
That is clever.
All right. You're dismissed. And
Back to the bar.
yeah, back. Yeah.
It's
He's
just
like-
fucking pure chaos. It's messy as fuck. Gwyneth's on a table. Rumbles under 6 tables at once, robbing people and licking their shoes.
No, I'm like going to
Uvid, look at that stumpy human. He's kind of cute, I think. He's so
Not-
short and his arms are funny.
It's a
Not,
mirror.
not now, Rumble. Bella, I don't understand. He left the note, and then he hasn't been back here. And
Oh,
Well, dear, you know these mercenaries. They're one and done, dear. Sometimes it's not always love. It's just relations.
He's not good enough for you, Umid.
I don't want love. I just want more relations.
Oh dear. And she walks away.
Sylvan, get in there. Help him out.
So Sylvan, who's actually still sober because Sylvan hasn't been drinking, is going to like step outside for a minute and then cast Disguise Self on himself, and then come back in and take a seat closer to Marcus Jonathan's table so he can kind of listen in on what's going on there.
All right.
Wow.
Roll deception.
Gwyneth's doing her best to lead a drunken shanty, except nobody knows halfling shanties. So it's a bunch of drunken people being like,
I like to imagine that halfling is just her
Roll
that
performance.
Gnomish is just Welsh.
You said deception. That's a 5. Do I get advantage because I physically look like someone else?
Nope.
Shit.
So you actually do physically look like someone else. Can you describe yourself as I can figure out what this shanty's all about?
Yeah, so Sylvan like steps outside and then comes back in dressed as like a not dressed as, but like physically looking like a just human man who's like a little bit older, just kind of like a worker out in the fields. Looks like one of the guys you would have seen maybe out in like Goldshire or something, but probably not in Stormwind, which is a little weird.
Okay. Yep. That's cool. And Arthur?
so this is my enthralling presence.
Mhm.
So I am going to need everyone at Marcus Jonathan's table to make a DC 16 wisdom save. And how many people at his table? Sorry.
There's just the 3 of them.
Yeah. And then just 2 random dudes in the audience as well.
Okay.
I get to pick 5 people, and I'm like targeting that table, but also that guy's super cute. I bet Umid would love him, but also as a backup, that guy as well. I'm gonna charm the tits off.
Is one of them Sylvan? Because you don't know I'm like.
Yes. No. Yes. Sorry. Yeah. There's 4 people at Marcus Jonathan's table, and one of them's Sylvan. I'm going to pick all of them and just a random attractive dude in the
Okay, Sylvan, you can...
Yeah, it's a whiz saving throw.
All right.
The good thing about enthralling presence is
shit,
even if they
natural
make
20.
the save, they don't know that they've been attempted to be charmed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You tried it before on Marissa.
Yeah.
So the 2 guards that are with him fail. And the other person in the crowd also fails.
Nice.
Whoever that person may be. But unfortunately, it was 16, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he rolled a 17 plus a lot.
Nice.
Plus a
we
lot.
say- I'm gonna
Can't give away all the secrets.
I'm gonna throw the scene back because I think Sylvan's gonna have a really cool scene here. But at some point, when it's like a cool moment, can Gwyneth call people up to like, come on, everyone, get involved, and like essentially call those guards away because they think she's the coolest shit and they want to get involved in her business.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Just whenever it's like a cool moment for them for it to happen.
So
Sylvan and Marcus Jonathan alone together.
So you sit down, and are you trying to like nonchalantly sit down near them, or do you just like not give a fuck? You were disguised, so
I mean,
whatever.
I think Sylvan was trying to nonchalantly sit down next to them, but with that shit deception roll, has probably like pulled a chair just really close and is like sitting there like this, just listening in.
Okay. Shout out to Nelly for coming. So as you sit down, he watched you walk in, and he watched you like go and sit down, and he just kind of, and then he looked back to the table to see his two compatriots like really into Gwyneth. And he leans forward and he's like, what are you two doing?
What?
And they're just like, but it's a good fucking song, man. It's a good fucking song. Like, do you not like, I mean, listen. And
Billy
he's just
Riley,
like,
Billy Riley.
and he just sits back in his chair and folds his arms as they continue to drink and like are just like stomping their feet and like, you know, just grooving to the music. So whenever you want to take over.
Yeah, I mean, I'm literally just trying to listen in to figure out what they're talking about. Like, I just want to know why they were like scoping the place out, but.
They just seem to be here, just having a few drinks. Their conversation was long had, and now that the music has kind of like amped up and they're enthralled by it, it like all conversation has really ceased.
Okay.
So Arthur?
Ooh. I'm just drunkenly singing and like at some point she's gonna be like, come on you fucking dirty animals, get up here, everyone, I want to hear you sing. And like goes straight back into her halfling song that nobody speaks but is like, and everyone else is just there like, drinking is fine.
They like hesitate and keep looking back at Marcus, and then eventually they're just like, they get up and they're
see
just
you
like,
tapping your feet, tap them up on the tables.
Yeah. The two of them get up on the table and just start like Merry and Pippin in the fucking pub, just giving her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I have spells for this, but in some way, yeah, I've got a hypnotic pattern. I'll fucking bust out a hypnotic pattern and just, like, on the fucking ceiling, make it like strobe light above. I'm not actually trying to, like, incapacitate people.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's okay.
It's all
it
for flair. It's all for flair. Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
just
I love
like fucking strobe lights are coming on.
Yeah. So as this happens, and they're just like, oh my god, they're like freaking out. Marcus stands up, and he does a body motion to walk away, and he turns, and he looks right down at you, Sylvan, who's sitting in the chair right there, and he leans in and he goes, "Hello, little high elf."
I don't know what you mean. Like
And
in
he
Sylvan's voice still, like not even like attempting to disguise his voice, just
He just stares at you like menacingly for like a solid and uncomfortable 5 seconds, and then turns and walks outside. Now I'm going to use this to cut into what Taz and Vis are doing.
I'm following
Um,
Taz.
right, yes. Are you still in your form that can see in the dark, or do you need my tail? Because I kind
No.
of like the idea of you needing my tail.
I'm a cat like you.
Oh, bugger. Okay. Um, yeah, so I guess we walk out, and I'm walking out very pleased that he's a cat with me, because I've only ever seen him as a freaking dog. So I'm like very excited.
Okay.
That's it. That's it.
Just a happy cat.
Yep,
with
just a
another
happy cat with another cat. Just like
Stealthy
another.
happy cats, you know?
Just
We don't want
cat
anyone
things.
knowing that we left this place, but
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
we're doing like the we're you know we're she's doing the thing and I'm doing the thing right after her, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. Like I
Yeah.
jump on the thing
do, do,
stealthily,
do,
and
do.
then like this
Yeah.
roll's like, I can do that too. And I'm like, fucking yes, you can, because you're a cat.
All right, roll some stealth checks, and some acrobatics too, if you want to like really
Oh,
put some
fuck
flair
yeah.
on it. Let's go.
Yeah, man. Let's go.
fucking go.
Plus fucking 7, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
How you feel about athletics?
Oh, 27. Ooh.
Well, I mean, the acrobatics for the cat, it would be the cat's.
Yeah, the
acrobatics.
cat doesn't have as athletics or acrobatics as a skill, just athletics. That's fine. I can roll acrobatics.
We'll just use the dex and double it. We'll say it's proficient because it's a cat.
Yeah. See, I got nat 20 plus 7, so try to beat me, bitch.
That's I think that's 22 for stealth.
Oh shit, I have to do stealth as well.
Yeah, 22 for stealth. Oh, and that is a 9 for acrobatics.
Oh,
Is that with your double dex?
Oh, double dex would be
Yeah,
9.
Yeah, we'll say
Or
it's
11.
proficient.
11.
Okay. So Taz is always a cat. and as you guys are like slinking through like the streets, making your way back to the pub, you're like climbing up walls and like drain pipes and like playing on top of roofs and stuff like that, just kind of pad footing around. Taz makes like a little hop and a jump. You go to jump and your front paw slips and you're like, oh crap. And you try to push off with your back legs and you get your second paw on, claws out, and you pull yourself along as you're falling and kind of roll and tumble. But then you're like back up on your feet and you're like, yeah, I meant to do that.
Then I
And
look
then you
back. Sorry.
No, that's it. Yeah, that's it. You know,
Okay.
that's
No,
what you do.
I look back and I'm just like, beneath my tail again, visceral.
But
That
you
was
keep
catty.
yeah. Oh,
Oh.
dude, inspiration! You get inspiration for that.
That
It's
was
the
good.
first I've given out in forever.
I
Fuck.
retroactively
Oh.
apply
That was
that
so
to my
good.
deception roll.
Hell no.
Fucking, that's amazing.
So as you are slinking your way across these like rooftops, you notice Marcus Jonathan is walking down the street by himself in the old town.
Wait,
Keep
I'm
an eye
sorry,
out.
what? We see Marcus?
Yeah, and he's left the pub and he is walking down the streets right now.
Okay, is he like, what is he looking like when he's walking? Is he like drunk, or does he seem like he has a purpose?
He just seems to, yeah, he's walking with purpose, but he's not drunk or anything like that. He hasn't noticed you.
Okay. Visceral.
I'll nuzzle her.
You can't talk. I forgot you can't talk. Should we follow him? Mhm.
Wow.
Okay, let's follow him and see what he's up.
Just one sec. let me just roll this. Oh, okay. Taz. Okay, cool. All right, so you guys start like making your way along the rooftops, following, a little bit further behind, maybe like 30 feet behind, maybe 45 at some times, just like quietly gauging it out. And he turns away from an alleyway towards a nicer house in the area, like a nicer setup than most of the other places around here, because this is the old town. It is like part of the original structure of the kingdom, but this place seems to be just a little bit higher end. He walks into the door and closes it behind him. Now you are on probably the rooftop across the street from where he just entered.
Okay, can I jump down and motion to Avisral to kind of go and maybe check through the window what he's doing?
Okay, yep. So you both hop down and you make your way. Can I get perception checks from both of you?
Fuck yeah.
Would it be investigation or no? Perception, yeah.
Damn it, I'm +9 investigation, John.
I know, well, you're
Better.
14.
14?
27.
Jesus fucking Christ. He doesn't exist here. So Taz, you prop yourself up, and now it's like the Full House where like the stairs kind of go up to the door. So the first floor is raised above the street level, and you make your way up along the stairs and kind of peer into the window. It's very dark inside, and you don't really see anything.
But I know where he lives.
But you know where he lives. Visceral, you are looking at the downstairs window. It's like a small cellar window. It's probably 1.5 feet by like maybe 3/4 foot high. And it's very dark inside. But you see Marcus Jonathan coming down the set of stairs into the cellar. And the cellar itself is quite wide and long from what you can perceive. It's very like it goes underneath other homes and they don't seem to be connected. And it slopes down further, the further back behind the house it goes. And from the looks of it, it looks like it would go underneath the canals. From where the window is to the floor is probably about 15 to 20 feet. And as Marcus Jonathan makes his way down the stairs onto the floor, he just grows. And as he grows, the visage of his armor and his clothing disappear. And before you see a blue dragon. And he's not really making a lot of noise, but he just walks down the ramp underneath the canals.
All right, so I'm going to roll back in front of his house. I'm going to drop a turd in front of the door. And I'm
Good, yep, good. Love it.
One single plop.
Let's
get more into this political campaign. Political
We
intrigue.
are Breeze.
I've had a cat before. I know how this works. Yeah. And then I'm going to I'm gonna nuzzle Taz, and we're gonna make our way back to Gwyneth's place stealthily.
Way back down. All right.
You just okay, yeah. Cool.
He can't talk, so yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You can shit.
He can shit. He did that shit. All right, so you
It's
guys.
a furball amount of shit out of a very small lynx.
Bleh.
I just took like a 10-pound shit.
Heroic deuce. Roll for heroic deuce. just roll me a d12, just real quick.
We should have custom rolls like that. Yeah.
On a Constitution
8.
check.
No, it's just a d12, straight d12.
I
That's,
ate like
14.
a moose, but I shit through a cat's form.
Wait, how's it a 14 with just a d12?
Oh, I thought you said D20. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
It's the default. 12. Fucking get out of here.
Yeah, you took a 12-pound shit in front of this dude's house. That is fucking impressive.
That's like a horse. Like
You are
Jesus.
You are evacuated. That's what I should say. You're like an RV on the highway. You're just like. We've
Worship.
disgusted Sylvan to death.
He really doesn't like poop jokes.
So you make your way back, and as you're coming up to the pub, the rest of your party is drunkenly stumbling out with Sylvan following behind them soberly, as he drops his visage as soon as he gets outside of the pub. Yeah. Take away social interaction.
Go gadgets, social RPG.
I will un-cat form. And,
Oh, sad.
and I'm gonna just kind of like get the pearl out of my mouth.
Oh, that's real. So real.
That dander, am I right?
That was very interesting. There is a house over there that has a cellar with a tunnel that leads below the canals. I saw Marcus Jonathan take that tunnel. But more than that, he shifted into a dragon, a blue dragon, as he walked down the tunnel.
That is highly suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
Lowy, we should tell everybody.
Yes, we should probably tell them. This is going to be dangerous.
Yes, much so. I've got to say, Visceral, I've never connected with you more than I have in the last 2 hours. That was much fun.
I agree. I enjoyed that as well. Lovely, Taz.
All right, let's go tell the others. And then we go tell the others. Yeah.
It is pitch black. The lights are out. Everyone's fucking blackout drunk. Apart from Bella Swan, who's there, just furious.
None of that is true. None of that is true.
The bar's on fire.
Yes.
There's a fucking
Sylvan's dead again.
Sylvan's dead. Someone's wearing him like a hat.
It's humid.
It's just chaos.
So you make your way back to the bar, and it's still pretty rockin'. Gwyneth isn't on stage anymore. The three-piece minstrel is doing their thing again. It is pretty late though. It's probably we're getting to be about like 12:30, 1 a.m. She usually shuts it down about 1 a.m. But Bella is preoccupied right now. As Taz and Visceral, as you make your way in, you know what? Fuck it. Roll me one more perception check, the both of you, just to see if you see this as soon as you get in.
Okay, perception.
24?
Oh yeah, you see it.
Oh, Nelly. 11.
11? Yeah, you see it too. So
Oh what are we seeing?
As you make your way into the bar, you see Rumble and Gwyneth discussing something. Sylvan sitting with them, just kind of listening, but like shocked at what they're saying.
Still looking like some weird, like old dude though, because I never
Sure.
dropped the disguise magic.
Yeah,
That just came back defeated.
and they just accepted it. Like honestly, they're drunk and they love it. That someone new is sitting with them while they discuss whatever the fuck they discussed. And you see Umid at the back behind, or not behind the bar, but against the bar. And he has both of his hands cupping around Bella Swan's ass, and they are just fucking making out like champions right now.
Could we roleplay that? I want to see John and his brother Ryan really
Romantically.
Paint me a word picture.
They look like they're trying to devour each other's heads. It's kind of like, it almost looks like an aggressive pose from Umid until you really start watching it, and you can see that this smaller, like dwarvish woman is actually upwards kissing harder than he can kiss down, and it's almost like taking him off his feet against the bar. He's getting like jackhammered in the face by her tongue.
That low center of gravity, though.
Yeah,
Bud.
real stable.
Get you every time.
Yeah.
GTs.
Thank you.
That's it. That's all. That's all. I'm gonna...
Oh, okay. That's all we see. I
Nope,
see.
that's it.
The full
Yeah,
story
that's
is
what you
available
see.
on our OnlyFans.
Yeah.
I just look at Visceral and I just like raise an eyebrow and like giggle. Do you see what I see?
She takes her hand and pushes your face away, Umid, and she goes, "All right, dear. I have to close shop. So, well, you got a little taste. Maybe if you come back again, you'll get a little more. Good night." And she winks at you and then just takes off and starts closing up shop. She starts like flipping chairs up and like shooing people outside.
I turn around to the group and I go, I'm coming around about this city.
Sylvan's sitting there in the corner. You would.
You finally come up for air then? You've been under for 45 minutes.
So how's everybody doing?
Is Sylvan jealous by this display?
Sylvan thought maybe he was special. I don't know.
Yeah, like this kid, this poor child. He's
Yes,
like,
give me-
man.
Give the
Umid's a
people what they
slut
want.
bum.
Hashtag Sloomid.
Oh no! Oh, that's disgusting.
shit,
I
I
hate
love it.
that. I hate that so much.
Ugh.
Oh.
I can taste it in my mouth. It's like onions and ketchup.
I love it.
Oh, that's great.
All right. So what's the plan? Better than nothing?
Back to Gwen's, isn't it?
Yeah, I think.
I mean, like, I'm assuming that Visceral and I put everybody up to date with all of our adventures.
Do you?
Yes.
Okay. So
You did what? And he was a cat, but then
He
you're
was
a
a
cat as well.
I was so proud of him. You should have seen him.
Umid, no, the other one. This one, turn to a cat again. I want to see the cat form.
A surprising amount of this story was about how Visceral was a cat and you guys were doing cool jumps and stuff. Like,
So far,
I
I've
feel like you really
absolutely nothing-
underplayed the dragon bit. That was-
No,
I mean, you called
There it
it,
is, Sylvan.
Sylvan. You called it. There's no surprise to you.
So far, they've only told us about the dope kitty parkour. They haven't gone around to the dragon bit yet. I want to hear that from the cat's mouth.
Oh.
I'm making that. I'm making that a hashtag. Dope
Hashtag
kitty
cat's mouth.
parkour.
Oh, okay.
So so come on, bring us up to speed. Where are you two lovebirds been off to?
I mean, we're not birds. We were cats. Haven't you been listening?
Oh, love cats. Da, 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 da.
I'm assuming this is while you're walking back to the Dwarven district.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're all going
Yeah.
back towards
It's worth noting.
Windsors.
Here's Umid walking back. Here's Gwyneth leaning, and it's just this pure angle. She's just literally staggered up against Umid as she walks.
Yeah, I imagine
Half
Uma
eyes
has to carry
closed.
me at this point.
Yeah. We're all just stacked on Umid like fucking monkeys.
Umin's
I
just
feel like
happily stumbling along.
Yeah.
Just
I feel like y'all's perception of our story is severely hurt by all the alcohol you've consumed.
No, come on, love casts. What's the
We're celebrating a hard-earned victory here of bringing a boy his father's head.
oh yeah.
We're such assholes.
Come on then, boss. Where did you two go off to? Secret shy faces.
We brought the device, the pouch that we needed to the headquarters at the SI7, like we said, because we don't want your wife to kill you. Yes. And my boss, Shaw, was there cryptically waiting for us. And it turns out
was he just sitting in the dark alone?
he was. I know, so weird, wasn't it? And turns out he's working with, not for, the king.
Did you stump? Wait, so you two turned cats and then you snuck in and you caught someone having a wank?
I
Wank
mean,
in the dark. In his office. He was thinking about the king.
I don't think. I'm pretty sure he just has a penchant for the drama.
Oh,
But
right.
you believe what you choose to believe, Gwyneth.
I think I misinterpreted a lot of that. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's working for the king. SI7 work for the king now, is it?
With
Well,
the
it has-
She
king.
shouts loudly in the street. I just realized.
Mumble's too drunk to correct you. She's
That's
just kind
a-
of mumbling dwarven racism.
So the secret society, SI7, that Taz works for, works for the forgotten king, Varian Red, is it?
perhaps we should talk about this in the morning. You should probably get some water, some sleep,
That's fucking mental.
perhaps
I
some
got-
sausage.
We're an absolute. Oh, what?
Yeah, exactly. Let's go get some sausage, Gwyneth.
Fuck, that was on brand.
I can see
That's
that
good.
so clearly in my head.
Yeah.
Gwyneth, let's go get some sausage.
Yeah, no, perfect. Lead the way.
Okay.
So then
That
just
face
mage
down
hands,
unconscious.
mage hands the sausage out in front.
So yeah, you just as that is being said and you pass out, it's right in front of your house. You all funnel into the house and make your way. You can do anything you want before you bed down for the evening.
Can I look at this belt I received and know what it is?
Yeah, sure. You might
I
need
have
someone to
identify.
identify it. Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Steelman, I need your help.
Okay. Yeah, let me just finish locking up, and I'm gonna cast Arcane Lock on the door and the windows. I don't know how many times I'd have to cast that in order to secure this place.
A lot of it's all boarded up right now because Gwyneth's wife was like, I'm locking up and Gwyneth isn't around, so I'm boarding it all up. So
Yeah.
you probably just have to do the front and back door,
Okay.
and maybe one window, but
Okay.
it would be upstairs.
Okay, so I'll cast it 3 times then. Just lock the windows, lock the doors, kind of reinforce it in case anybody wants to come in for some reason.
You hide your wife, hide your kids.
And then
Everybody.
yeah, I'll take the belt and I'll lay it out and I'll kind of examine it for a while and Cast Identify.
Right. So, as you ritual, I'm assuming.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Ritual
so
cast.
as you ritually cast your identify, your eyes kind of go, whitish yellow as you're looking down at this piece, and this is called a blink back belt, and its properties are it can house or sheathe two weapons that, when thrown, will blink back to your belt. If it hits or doesn't hit. But it can only be two weapons at one time, so you have to decide
So I have to
what
decide
two
between.
weapons.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool,
Be
cool, cool,
thrown.
cool. Amazing.
Dope. Yeah. So that's what this is.
It is so pretty, so shiny.
And I'll make that a D&D Beyond, and I'll throw it on your character. I haven't done it yet.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Yeah. So anybody want to do anything else?
I think Rumble just passes right out.
Yeah,
I think we were all off our tits drunk.
Yeah, we all fought a beholder. I think we're ready to sleep.
Yeah. It's still that day. You're still not technically level 5 yet.
I'm gonna
You
go
haven't
get
slept?
I'm gonna go get a massive jug of water and put it next to Rumble.
Okay. Yeah. Fair. Is it
Gonna
'cause
waste
of the
spell
BO?
slots.
Yeah.
Making good berries,
Cool.
as I always do at night.
That's hot. That's hot.
Yeah, and as I'm sleeping,
Nice.
it's just like it's like a stream of consciousness of, like I said, just dwarven racism.
Yeah. And then you hear a big, right after you finish your last good berry, you just hear giant flapping wings and this crazy roar. No.
Time to fight a dragon.
Everybody, hope you got enough sleep in those 2 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna suck.
A fighting drunk for most of
How
us.
is this, the Wave Echo Cave?
It's not Green Dragon. So, each of you find your way to sleep, whether it's be passing out drunk, Gwyneth and Rumble, expelling all of your magic and then just passing out from exhaustion, making your way to sleep as each of you, bed, floor, curled up in a corner somewhere. You all find yourselves to sleep. Let me just do a little change here. Little mood change here. Umid, as you find the darkness taking you for the evening, you kind of find yourself in a dream state. You see light behind you, darkness, but you see light and you walk towards it. And as you get closer and closer to this light, images start appearing. And as you a little closer, you see Light Hope's Chapel. It's pretty run of the mill day. Everything's as it usually is. People are working, they're tending to horses, they're, going about their business, running patrols, stuff like that. And below your feet, you feel a slight rumbling as a hand bursts through the ground. Clawed, bony hand, flesh gray and sagging off of it, and then another. As these clawed bone hands pull themselves out of the ground, and there's 5, 10, 20, 30 undead ghouls making their way out of the ground. Alarms are sounded. People are running around arming themselves. Auras are being brought up by the paladins. They're firing, holy and divine magic at at these creatures as from the darkness behind you, a marching an army of plate-cladded, blue-eyed humans, Tauren, elves, all marching in unison, runed weapons in their hands. They stop as more and more of these ghouls crawl their way out of the ground. You hear the of a horse. It like and the breath that comes out of it is bone-chillingly cold. The eyes of the horse blue themselves. And atop this giant Clydesdale steed sits a man in plate armor, encrusted with skulls, blackened, with a giant helm that comes up to a point, black slit across the eyes and down the front as his blue eyes glow from the darkness within, white hair flowing onto his shoulders. He pulls out this sword, ruined as well, with skull and horns wrapping around the hilt as he points it forward, and the army descends on Lights Hope Chapel. Sylvan, when the darkness takes you, you find yourself surrounded by darkness as well. No light this time. It was very much like when you were dead. You hear like a whining hiss from your satchel. It's like, and it gets higher and higher and louder and louder. And as you open your satchel up, you notice the spell book, your family's spell book. You pull it out, and as soon as your hand touches it, it stops whistling. And you hold it in front of you, and its pages flip open, and you're holding it in your hands, and it stops at a page. There's nothing on it. And then markings start to form. Very like Tom Riddle diary-esque.
Or what? You can make a Harry Potter reference?
I
Yours,
get it.
yours was shit. And you hear whispers and echoes. And it boom, closes shut. And you hear a distant and echoing voice ringing through your head as if it was like coming from your very soul, saying, "That's not yours. That's mine." Taz, as the darkness takes you, you are in the green hills of Hillsbrad. This is where the Syndicate found you before you were even ever part of the SI7. You're just bounding around in the fields, chasing rabbits, just kind of being a cat, doing your thing, being your tabaxi self. And then you hear something. Well, hey there. It's so good to see you. And it's Mr. Face but you don't hear him in your head. You hear him behind you. So you turn around, and there he is. Just a smiling, almost featureless man, about as tall as you are. Medium build, dressed in just cloth, like almost like burlap. He smiles at you, unblinking eyes. He says, I've always wanted to meet you. This is really special. Wouldn't you agree? You're allowed to answer.
Yes, very special.
I thought so too. We do have a problem though.
What is this problem?
Well, the people you travel with, of course. They're
Yeah, I
limiting
would
you.
never.
They're limiting you. It's hard to be brave when you depend on so many.
But
Maybe.
I depend on you to be brave.
Well, I only do so much. But depending on others, other than me, is foolhardy. Maybe you shouldn't depend on them so much. And it just... And he just dissipates into nothing.
I mean, I think they depend on me, but okay.
And that's where we're going to end it tonight.
With dodgy
God
Mr.
damn.
Rogers.
Yeah, yeah. Holy,
Hey,
Mr.
man.
Face is just creepy, Mr. Dress Up.
Hey there, neighbor. I hope you don't mind if I take a cricket bat to your knees.
Oh, that's so cursed. Oh, I hated that.
Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate and love all of your support. Special shout outs to me because I put up with all of you.
Yeah, a big hand for John tonight. That was a lot of stupidity.
Yeah, but a lot of great stuff too.
Well, no, it was fantastic.
This is one of
loved
my
doing
favorite sessions.
You said that last session. God,
No, I
make up your
didn't.
mind.
No, I didn't.
'Cause
I haven't
each
said
one's
that in
better
a
than the
while.
last.
Ooh.
We appreciate the support. We love each and every one of you. Not in that way. Well, maybe in that way. I don't know.
Looking at you, Nelly Russ.
She's looking at you, Nettie.
Is Letty in the chat? I heard she got ahead of the curve. Very proud of you. nice little shout out for you. Check us out on our socials at Inspiration Roll on Twitter, at Roll for Inspiration on Instagram, and just check us out, Roll for Inspiration on YouTube, where you can catch up on most of our episodes since we started recording them. And when I say we, I mean just Connor, because he does all of our tech stuff anyway, and we love him for it. So, with the
Done a couple
outros,
things.
I'd like to start with Zach.
Thanks, everybody. Hopefully next week I'll be in the credits.
I don't know what you're talking about. You're in the credits.
Nah, son, that nightmare just killed you, but you don't know. Anyway, it's fine. Ryan.
I haven't worked Umid. I'm apparently going to be the Lich King. It's going to be great.
Okay.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. We're looking
Our
big.
Me and Mr. McFeely gonna shoot up the neighborhood.
Wow.
Oh my.
You definitely looked that up, didn't you?
I feel like
I
I should make my next character curse Mr. Rogers.
I couldn't
God,
remember who the
yes.
postman was.
Oh my god.
I just want to make a lawful evil paladin. Hey there, friend. Time for some vengeance.
You done real bad by my moral compass, so I gotta kill you, but proud of you for trying.
Remember, you were special.
You
Oh, no!
really gave it your all. Somebody loves you.
Mel.
Well, I'm not sleeping tonight. It's my roommate, everybody. My name is Taz, and I was a cat. My friend Visceral was a cat. We were live, and it was great.
It's true.
I'm a cat man.
AD.
Can I has cheeseburger?
That is a deep
Got
cut
him.
meme right there. Jesus
Fucking
Christ.
got him.
That's a Frodo meme.
All our bases belong to us now.
If
Wow.
I fits, I sits.
If I
What did I
Early
say?
2000s called. They want their
Fuck.
memes back.
Nice.
Really?
Hey, we are playing classic WoW, so like,
Yeah.
That's fair.
Remember my first meme?
Chuck Norris. Anyway, Connor.
I'm pretty happy with how things went. Rumble has accomplished one of currently 3 of her major goals, so I'm pretty stoked about that. But other than that,
I had a
Oh,
good
shit.
night. I ogled some ass in the bar, and yeah, no complaints. I feel I've done nothing wrong, and I deserve more money.
Wait, we never found out what was in Rumble's bag.
I know I have
He
full
was never
Rumble.
told. Or
Yeah,
she
but
was
I
never told.
haven't told her yet.
Shit. Oh.
It's mostly just lipstick that I don't wear.
Well, that's the next 2 weeks for me. No sleep.
And Nature Valley rappers.
It's just it's lipstick, some knockoff Chanel, which is just called Chanel. A bunch of Nature Valley bars,
One singular McDonald's fry.
half a bottle of water.
And I'm John McLeod, your DM, saying, I quit. I fuck this. I quit.
No, this is,
Fuck all of you.
we are so lovely.
Tell your friends to subscribe and give us money if you're just to give us money.
How? Yeah.
Just give us money. Shut
Somehow.
up and give us money.
Start an OnlyFans for us, please. We're too
Yeah.
lazy.
If
Yeah.
your friends like train crashes, they're gonna love this D&D stream.
Mm-hmm.
night everybody.
Good night.
Farewell.